So, one of my first rides after I got hired at the cab. They train you, which is interesting. I'm not going to get into that. But one of my first rides was this Asian guy. And this is a story called No Crack in Cab. I pick up at the Greyhound bus station. My passenger is a man of Asian descent. He sits up front with me. I wave him in. He's going to Intercoastal City, which is a $65 ride, which is good. Usually new drivers, they give you really crappy calls because you're new, but I get a $65 call, so I'm stoked. On the drive, me and the guy make small talk and bullshit. And he speaks in, obviously, like a broken English and stunted phrases. So as we're exiting the city limits, he leans into me and he says, kind of conspiratorially, "Can you get me the crack?" I was like, "Get you the what?" "The crack." I was like, "Crack like in, do you mean drugs?" Yeah, the crack. Yeah, I want the crack. And I shake my head, I was like, "Dude, I don't know where to get it. Not cool, I don't want, I don't know what to tell you." I cannot get him the crack. So, then he asked me, "Well, you know like the crack?" I was like, No, I don't. No, I don't want the crack, man." He pauses and kind of leaves me a little bit. He stares out the window, and he turns back to me. He goes, "No, you don't understand. I get the crack for me." I was like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I understand what you want, but I don't have it, nor do I know where to get it." "Yes, me know where to get much crack. Me know." I was like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, you can't do the cab. You shouldn't even bring it in the cab. Like, this bad news. At this time, I was pretty green. Like, there's a lot of drugs in the cab stuff. But I was new. I was actually innocent. So I told him, "Hey, can I let you bring the crack in the cab?" And he stares at me disbelievingly, and he goes, "One crack, then we go." I was like, "Dude, no crack in cab." I don't know how to more facilitate the communication process any better than that. So, and I'm not making fun of people that are addicted to these things or do them, it's the world is varied and it's got a lot of stuff going on. So we drive along the way. Eventually he says, I think I need to make a stop." I was like, "Okay. I'm not getting crack. I have to talk to my brother, So we stop in Abbeville. And he goes into I can't prove what he's doing. So I was like, all right, it's cool. He walks into an apartment complex. He comes back out. But instead, when he comes back out, he doesn't sit up front. He sits in the back. I put it in drive, start driving. All of a sudden, I see a little light flicker in the back behind me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, "Oh, no, dude, you're smoking crack in the cab. Look, no crack in cab, bro." And it was just ridiculous. No crack in cab. I end up pulling the car over. I was like, "Dude, you got to get out. Like, you can't do that." And, he relented and did his shit and whatever it was. Like, he just packed it up. Okay, so we start driving, continuing down the highway to Intercoastal City, climbs back in the cab, and gets real quiet and just kind of mad at me because I'm not letting him smoke his crack. And, the wind whistles through the windows, and we eventually arrive at his destination, which is a dilapidated trailer park among old fishing boats and stuff, like you'd imagine at 1 a.m. in Intercoastal City, He gets out, pays me, and he's like, "I call you next time I need cab." I was like, "Cool, dude. You know the rules, right?" "No crack in cab." I was like, "Correct." He walks off into the murky Louisiana night to enjoy. I watch him walk off to watch him enjoy the simple pleasures of deep sea fishing and the smoking of crack. End of story.